Where were you when the cat distribution center came by and said, "Yes, here's your cat. Have fun," and then leaves? I was at home when a kitten, oh, and then she goes. She has left my building. It was another sign by the cat distribution center.
You know what? The cat knows how to bargain though. If you should have multiple cats, when one cat starts to feeling hungry and wants to eat, they beg, and then suddenly the other cat, which was already fed,
Comes in.
full and asleep, hear the call of another cat, the flight of another cat, and they will be standing beside their brethren, also
Yes,
meowing for
more
food.
Oh yes, more food.
And now I have two obese cats.
Of course.
You cannot fight the power of bargaining, man. I think cats are unionized.
They are unionized, yes. They're more unionized than the gaming industry, sadly.
Or they strike on any further, I think we should start the podcast.
Yes.
Welcome to dia.log, the Game Matters podcast.
Welcome.
Episode 145, recorded on the 8th of October 2023. So yeah, we do be like the last quarter of the year. Q4 is now in session.
Oh no.
I mean, this is basically the last wave of like video games coming in, so it's
Thank
fine. It's
goodness.
fine. The last stretch for the year.
The bangers are coming in, which is bad.
And yeah, and I can assure you there are at least. Okay, we'll discuss one sort of banger for some people, and then I'll just leave it there. There's also another banger that I can talk about like the next episode. But that's about
Yes.
it. But before that, who's talking here? Let's introduce the panel. Or introducing the panel, we have Danial over there.
Well,
On the other side is Anan.
what's up?
And I am Amirul Mekronos Ashraf or Meck. And yeah, let's talk about video games. It's the start of October, and I believe October has a lot of good games. Probably good games that people are excited about. Let's put it that way. Games that are in a relatively higher budget in production, with a larger scale marketing. Triple A, some may say. So yeah, video games. Where do we turn from here?
I mean, there's two corners. One is dystopia. Two, on the left side, is the pit lane, where all of the cars are waiting to be started, fed, given to a new home.
So what's the strategy call here? The box or no box?
The box of box.
Are we boxing this lab?
Yeah, sure. Believe.
Box. Let's visit the cars. So yeah, at the time of this recording, Forza Motorsport, aka New Forza Motorsport, aka Forza Motorsport 2023, is technically not out yet. It should be out officially on Tuesday, October 10,
Ha.
because it's by turn 10. And guess what? I get to play earlier than that.
the earlier.
Yeah, we have a review for Forza Motorsport on gamermeters.com. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about cars. Let's talk about Forza. I refuse to call it Forza. Forza.
Ferrari.
We roll the R here. Forza. Forza Motorsport. What do you guys want to know about Forza?
I want to say car, but that's too broad of a subject matter.
Well, we can start with car again. Okay, car. Do you want how many cars? There are 500 cars. Technically, it's from what I counted, it's technically on the dot 500 cars in the base game. I believe maybe one extra for the loyalty bonus, which is a Forza edition car. Technically a duplicate, but and there are a few other DLC cars, so 500 plus. And the 500 plus cars, which is also more than Gran Turismo 7 have. So even with all the updates, it's still like 480 something, I believe, in GT7. So still a long way to go to expand it. Forza has quite the variety of classes available. They are like they use the divisions as the classes. So you have your modern supercars, and then you have modern hypercars, and then you have vintage cars, and then you have like modern hatchbacks, stuff like that. And then interestingly, they also have quite a number of like race cars, and the race car selection are impressive. At least for me lah, it's impressive. You have a good number of Formula One cars from the 1960s, at least 5 of them.
Nice.
At least 5 also from the 1970s. So the 60s are the cigarette cars, the cigar cars without the arrow. 70s are the part where you have the tall, the driver's seat is actually quite tall, and you have the walls. I think it's like, is it the age of what do you call it? Not downforce. What do you call it?
Downforce? Is it?
The way they generate arrow downforce from the bottom. I forgot the name. It's in the current cars.
Not tunnel effect. Venturi effect.
Something like that. Yeah. I think there's another word for it that people use it. But yeah, that's the first part of when racing cars are using that bit of aerodynamic design. So that thing. And then no cars from the 80s, I believe, but they have like the big one. They have the McLaren MP44, Senna's car. But it's not alone. They have to put a rival, so they put in the Ferrari from 1990s, which is I don't think it's that competitive, but I think that's the Ferrari car that people remember. The very clean red car with just a few yellow stamps, yellow logos. I think from I cannot pronounce the company, the brand, but I think it's spelled like Ajip, something like that.
Oh yeah, those things.
Yeah, they have that yellow accent which complements well with the deep red those Ferrari cars run at the time. So yeah, okay, but it's not just open wheelers. They cut deep. You have Trans Am cars. So basically soup up road cars racing in IMSA. So that even includes the Audi Quattro. And then you have Can-Am cars, which is an earlier rule set from American sports cars. Those with the very tall spoilers. That's like mounted like at least 1 meter above the car or something like that. Very early days of aerodynamics. So you have those cars. Specifically the ones with I believe one of them is a Chaparral and the other is a McLaren. So yeah, if you know your car history, your racing car history, you probably know that period of time. So yeah, plenty of like the spread is interesting. I mean, it doesn't cover all racing disciplines lah. There's no NASCAR, there's no IndyCar for obvious reasons. Licensing. So there's that. But other than that, car choices overall, there are interesting cars that I haven't encountered in GT that is here. I mean, of course lah, because Forza's curation is a little bit American centric, so you have like weird American cars. There's a Shelby tuned Chrysler hatchback. I forgot the name, but the fact that it's a hatchback, it has the old Chrysler logo, which is like a pentagon, and it has tuned by Shelby, which these days you associate like on Ford cars, but no, they tuned the Chrysler for some reason back then. Yeah, okay, that's
GM, yeah. It's really like a weird end.
It's not even GM. It's Dodge. Chrysler.
Oh yeah, it's
is
Dodge. Yeah.
Chrysler Dodge, which is nowadays what part of Stellantis now kan?
Yeah, the
So
Stellantis group. Yeah.
you know it's a different part of the trifecta. The three American brands. You have GM, you have Dodge, basically not Stellantis lah.
Chrysler.
Yeah, Dodge,
Yeah,
Chrysler, kan? And then
Mm.
Ford, the other one. So the three things. That said, most of the cars, there's like discrepancy of car quality lah, as some people have pointed out. I cannot tell it for myself how let's say if a car is low poly or not. I don't like my naked eye test. The car looks like a car. It doesn't look like because it doesn't feel like the old days of GT5 where you know okay this is premium car. Look at the premium car looks all detailed, and then you have cars imported from GT4. Oh my god, that looks there's a noticeable lack of quality here. So, but that's the thing, because of Forza's car quality, some of them are still like using old models, but they cannot kind of blend through. You have to know what you're looking at, or then you'll know that the car is like lifted from the Xbox 360 game or whatever. I think like the Mazda RX-7, the FD, that one I believe is an old model, because if you go into the view car mode, you have the option to like explode the car, not literally, but have an explosion view, as in open all the doors, the bonnet, the hood, the trunk or frunk, open all those kan. The FD only opens the doors. You can't see the engine. You can't see the Dorito engine.
I wonder why.
So that's an old model, and I believe even if you look at the pop-up headlights, the light bulb itself doesn't have, it doesn't feel like it's full of detail, which is it's fine if you just like want to race cars, but if you like to look at all the features of a car, especially when some cars you can actually see the intricacies of the engine, you can see the labels, you can see how much space that is inside the bonnet, the bonnet, what's the back of the car, the trunk, the trunk.
Trunk.
Yeah. You can see all of those, and then some cars you can just open the doors. So but at least some of the cars do get updated. I believe in Forza Horizon 5, the Audi RS2 Avant, that's the wagon, the blue wagon. By default, it's usually blue color kan. In Forza Horizon 5, I believe they didn't model the one quirk and feature that is made known by that one YouTube channel, which is the brake calipers have Porsche logos. I believe in Forza Horizon 5 that was not the case. I look at Forza Motorsport, they've put the quirk in there.
Nice.
The car is now certified quirky. So yeah, some cars do get a bit more love than others lah. Is what I'm saying. So, but if you find the car you like, good lah, because especially if there are new ones, the new ones really that got a lot of love. So what else other than the cars? Lotus Emira is a very fun car, by the way.
Lotus Emira, yeah.
Very fun car. That's the fun.
How fun is it? Is it the acceleration or the handling?
The handling is by default stock. It is just corner so well. And then
Lotus.
Yeah, I mean Lotus
yeah.
kan. Obviously for some people kan. And then if it's very easy to tune up also. So when I put all the upgrades in kan, I just need to do just make the suspension just a teeny bit stiffer, and I don't mess around with anything else kan. The car can fly. Not literally lah, but you know the time speaks for itself. The time sheet. It is a fun car. That's the first car I maxed out the level, which I believe we're gonna talk about that next or what?
Oh yeah, let's talk about the level, the car leveling. which is for me as a certified connoisseur of CarPG, sounds like they are trying to lean on that CarPG element.
Okay, so here's the thing. The most controversial part of Forza Motorsport, yeah, which is having car levels and whatnot. On one point, it's fun to grind your way up if you are into the mood for self improvement. Here's the thing, like okay, put it in context, kan. Playing a fighting game can be frustrating when you don't know how to get good. You have no idea what part of the game you are not understanding. You have no way of knowing uh, if you are lacking in knowledge, or you just haven't got the combo right, like the timing of the combo right. You don't get your inputs correct. So if you came into a fighting game, sometimes you will feel that way, and that is most likely what newcomers to the game, to the genre, will feel. They jump in and then they jump off immediately because they know the game is difficult, but they have no idea where to get good. So the way Forza is tackling this is by taking a page from Project Cars.
No,
I didn't mention this.
immediately.
I know I genuinely did not want to mention the Project Cars connection to like don't make it as terrible as it sounds. But it's literally that they took a page from Project Cars in a way that it will measure your performance for every corner or every segment of the track.
Yes.
So that bit is good because I know exactly how far if I'm performing good with the car, with the settings or not, or I'm too slow and I need to figure out how to tackle the corner correctly. And they measure it by not just putting just random numbers, but the way it was explained is that they done the simulation. So they use the car with the setting and they run a simulation around the track while I don't know how they calculate it in the background, but they did, and they know the theoretical fastest time around that segment. So they measure you by how fast you can go through that segment, and basically what I discover is if you follow the racing line and you can drive it in maybe not flat out, but the fastest way you can do it, kan, you'll definitely get your tens. So you're driving at 10 tens. And I do have I know that it works because I have spent too many hours in Spa-Francorchamps
Oh no.
doing those endurance races, kan. So
Yeah.
I should be able to like because and I know that I know that track, and I know that I've done it in GT7, and I've done the endurance stuff, and then I've done the circuit experience. So I know that I'm fast there. So does it translate to Forza Motorsport? And yeah, Forza Motorsport says to me that every time I go into a corner, kan, maybe like the Orange Radion, or the I forgot the name of the corners, but you know the back part of the circuit, kan, usually 9s or 10s. So yeah, I feel vindicated spending all those times. The game knows that I'm good, and I know that I'm good. So yeah. So this system works. I push as much as I can, and yeah, I did use the same cars. For me it was the Audi R8 GT3. Apparently it's a DLC car, but still, point being, I know that car, I know that track, I know that I'm fast there, and the game says I also yeah, you are fast there. So yeah, the skill is transferable. So at least now I know that when the game says that I'm been my segments are being like 5s or 6 or 4s, oh yeah, I suck at that. Definitely, I'm now like I need to spend more time around the Nürburgring GP. I hate that hairpin. that start turn one and the turn one, and then the few other corners leading to that. Oh man, I hate that bit. Always 5s and 6. cannot be fast there.
Oh yeah, you have to be fast in neighboring GP before the DLC boss comes in.
Yeah, the raid boss is coming. But before that, Yas Marina, baby. Who's excited for Yas Marina?
Just it's not bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good try. So they're gonna get the new Ras Marina.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
might think be the first game that's not F1. Yeah, the first game that's not F1 23.
They confirm that they will have the layout with that hairpin, the new hairpin. So yeah.
Ooh.
And then don't know what they're gonna put in December, but that's coming as well. And then we have the Nordschleifer later on.
Yes, the raid boss.
Speaking of that, I think we can talk about the tracks lah. Tracks are only 20, which is on
Not that
paper
bad.
very
That is sparse.
kan. But with the 20 tracks they have put in their set list kan, I think all of them are quite the bangers lah. For slower cars, you got Mid Ohio, you got VIR, you got Lime Rock. All of these tracks I am not familiar with. I know them from watching people racing in iRacing and past Forza games kan. Those are fun tracks that I sometimes hate driving on because my god, there's so many weird corners.
The technical, yes, technical most of the time.
VIR have like at least 2 or 3 corners where it's off camber. It's a right turn, but the slope is the other way. It's a reverse bank. If you need to figure that out, if you don't know off camber is. So if you're like going wide there, you will go wider when you exit. So basically, I keep on running off track because of that. God damn it. And apparently that has kind of like bled out to real life. I drove somewhere last weekend. I encountered an off-camber corner and that got me. Oh no. Nothing happened, where it definitely like triggered my flight or fight response lah. So yeah, okay. At least I know how a car handles when such a corner presents itself. Okay, so you got your slow cars, your slow tracks are there. Well, suitable for slower cars lah, but faster cars can rip through it, no problem. And then you have some fun ones that maybe more people know. You have your Spa, Nürburgring, Catalunya. What else? Oh, Silverstone. This game has Silverstone. Not like that one other game. The interesting one is the two of the original tracks. I know there's 3, but the other original track is just basically an oval, which is okay, fine. But it's the other 2 fantasy tracks, which is Maple Valley and Hakone. Now I figure out that Forza really likes their long swooping corners. Like corners where it just goes like way too long and you just have to like hold tight into the steering, hoping that the car can turn and keep turning. And I guess that's why Forza handling can feel a bit understeery. It's designed around that.
What's the design around that?
They really do like fast swooping corners like that. But I do find that if you remove the stability assist kan, the cars stop being too understeery. You can like get it into you can have the back step out a bit more, so you're not like glued into an angle with that trajectory and so it feels less understeery at the cost of tire wear. So yeah, what else you guys want to know about Forza? Or are you still on this?
What is how was their flow? Kan, like I think like one of the reasons why people didn't like 7 was like the flow, the career mode flow was terrible. How's the flow now?
Okay, I explain the flow. You just have to tell me if it's like Forza 7 again or not. Okay. In a career mode, you can start. Okay, so you do the intro kan. Okay, finish the intro. It was like 3 races. That's where you pick your free starter car, and then you are left to open to select a few tours, they call it. Inside a tour there are like series is basically a championship of 5 to 6 races. But first you have to complete that one tour to unlock the other tours below it. So you complete one series, okay, the first series here, and then it will unlock the next tour down below, which you can also join. And you can hop in between tours whatever you want. So if you like bored of like doing, okay, I'm in the middle of the MX5 Cup. I have I have driven too many MX5 at the time. Let's try something else in the moment. So go back up and see. Oh, you had the saloon cars. Okay, drive some saloons for me. So you can do it anytime.
Mhm.
The series flow, if you decide to just commit to one championship, kan, the flow is you start with supposedly you start with a stock car. So you pick a car, maybe like it depends on the championship lah. Some I believe one of them has you pick between the saloons. Yeah, you have a Mercedes, you have a BMW, and you have a what's the other German brand, Audi.
Audi, yes.
All of them are basically like either two-door sedans or four-door sedans. All of them are understeering as heck. So pick your poison. Okay, all of them start at stock. Do the first race, complete that first race, you got some car level, you unlock some upgrade parts, and then before you start the next race, you see the PI. The PI is basically your, it's called the performance index. In GT7 terms is the PP. In general, it's basically the gear score. So you know, in every race, the gear score basically like slowly increases, which allows you to, essentially it says to you, go ahead and tune up your car, put on some upgrades, because everybody else is gonna do that. So between races, you put in your selected upgrades, whatever you have unlocked. So basically, the unlock is very linear in all cars. So basically, you know the flow. First you unlock the new tires, and then you unlock the rims, and then you unlock the sway bars, and then you unlock the clutch, and then you unlock that's the flow lah. And then after that, go into the next race, and then the next race, and the next race, and the next race. In the races, the way it's structured, it's like a track day.
Mhm.
So before you race, you have to do your practice session. You have to do your laps. At most it will ask you to do 3 laps. Longer tracks will be like maybe 2 laps or 1 lap. If you driving in Le Mans, in Circuit de la South, kan, that 1 lap will do that. It'll take you like what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe for a lap there. So just 1 lap will do. If you do not like the grind of having to do the practice lap, there's actually a skip practice button, but it's very very hidden. I don't know why. Maybe I know why they have to hide it. They want to encourage you to like, hey, level up, get to know your car. But the option is there, it's just not presented well for reasons. Once you go there, there's no qualifying. Instead, you pick and choose where you want to start at the grid. It's basically part of the difficulty option. You want to drive at P24 and hopefully make your way through the pack? By all means. You want to contend to the fight for the podium without much fight? Okay, start at P3. You can start at the front row, but P3 to P24 is all game. So pick your poison. And then you race lah. So you do that like 5 to 6 times, finish the series, and then you do that for the 108 events in the career mode. And I should also say, all of them play that way.
Okay.
What?
There's no like new rules. There's no like, okay, this event is an endurance race, so you have to do 2 stints. No. All of them are, you have to do the climb. Start from stock, do 1 race, upgrade the car, do another race, upgrade the car. And then until you reach the top of the last race, where the car is usually like, some of them ends at C class, some of them go up to like S class, so basically sports car level of performance. and then you're done, and then you start again a new series, start from scratch again, get a stock car. It can get tedious because tracks are limited. There are there are barely any change of rules, which is a shame because the custom race options, there are plenty of different rules. Like you can do multi-class racing, you can do team-based racing, you can do, instead of counting laps, you can have it count by timer, and then you can have longer races, like maybe 1 hour to 2 hours. I think I didn't check how long the maximum of the time races. So basically, even the career mode, despite the whole shebang about we have like tires and fuel, and we can have pit stops, those are not played out in the single player mode for whatever reason.
Bruh.
Missed opportunity, man. Sure, introduce that. I mean, in multiplayer, they probably gonna start rolling out races. Yeah, there are options to make short races with mandatory pit stops also.
Ooh.
Yet
Ooh.
it is not used in the game in the single player mode, which is the tools are there. They are just afraid of using it. So the only thing that is like that's gonna keep you stay and give you reason to like try out all the career mode is one, because it will introduce you to new cars, interesting cars, because most of the series have you select a very tight selection of cars to choose. So sometimes you have no choice but try something out of your wheelhouse. Like I tried the Audi RS7. I do not like it. I think I picked the 4-door option for a laugh. Yeah, the 4-door option is not the car you want to drive at the track. It's totally fun. It's really fast though. Now I know why rich people drive that in the highways.
It is the car.
It is really fast, but track car, nah, not necessarily. You have to do a lot of work to make it a track car.
I think that's a challenge then. Make it a track car.
Oh, by all means, prove me wrong, because that car is the Audi is not vibing with me. But if you can make it work, I will salute that lah. Before I forgot, the other new thing, which is basically got what am I going to say? Yeah, the Forza race regulations, which essentially the penalty system. Thank God there's a penalty system now in Forza, so if you try to ram people or send them into the Shadow Realm, there's a penalty waiting. The way it works is interesting because the way the UI presents itself, in a way that when you just hit a car, the game detects a hit, and then the game goes it'll say that there's a collision. They detect the collision, and basically they are checking. They are waiting. Yep.
Checking.
It'll take a while, but then the result comes in, and then you'll know what happened. Do you get a penalty or not? Which is a different way of doing things, because in GT Sport, the way GT Sport and GT7 kan, you don't know if the penalty if the game is registering the incident. You just have to wait for a few seconds. Have they detected the crash? Have they detected me going off track? I don't know. And then there's a weird 5-second delay on it where you just don't know if the game knows. Yeah, in Forza, you know that the game knows immediately. So, with that knowledge, should you mess up, should you like, oops, I bumped someone too fast, or maybe you went off track a little bit, oops, the third tire came off. If you slow down just enough during the weight checking moment, kan, they'll just leave you off the hook because the penalty doesn't. You technically have served the penalty. So that's one way of doing it. But if you got the penalty, it's time at the end of the session. you're not gonna be stopping in some weird way mid race, slowing down. No. It's time at the end of the race. Saves a lot of headache doing that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have the safety rating and everything. So they basically took the iRacing playbook and say, yeah, they figure it out. We should follow them. About time.
Yeah, true.
They have so they have fostered a community of rammers to the point that the whole driver tar AI system, which uses player data to inform to help make the AI to learn how to drive like the player, have an adverse effect with that because of everybody's ramming everybody. The AI is also
Running
ramming
everybody.
everybody.
Oh no.
So with this Forza, they have like basically said, driver tar is not using any neural network. Give up. So they restart it again and just make, okay, the AI now drives competently and will not be affected by any of your
Tomfoolery.
yep. So basically, if you see another player, maybe your friends on the grid kan, they just gonna have the car liveries and that's it. The way they drive is not technically derived in any way from like how you have driven. Yes, they have basically ditch the whole crazy neural network AI thing that they have been cooking up for so many years, because the player base is like that.
Yeah.
So they basically but at least the current AI is fine. I mean, they still make mistakes despite them saying like no, they drive normally, they still make mistakes. They sometimes can like do dive bombs, terrible dive bombs, and they are maybe a bit too not complacent, you see, muted, because they don't ram people that much, yeah. But they also like give you so much space, because every time you have to leave a space. What happens if you squeeze them out? Oh yeah, they're gonna go off track and crash. No penalty. No penalty for squeezing
There's
another
no
car.
contact.
Yeah, because no contact. The penalty system only counts if you have contact or you are going off track, but not making other people going off track. So you scot free. I think if the player base are smart, and if the player base or who wants to send people into the shadow realm still there and still wants to do it, but skirt around the FRR, and they can do it. They can brake check people, they can squeeze people around corners and still go with scot free. And to that turn, then get on it. Check. You better figure out these sort of incidents, because I have bullied too many AI in doing silly shenanigans that I just have to believe that this will happen in an online environment as well. Someone will figure this out. I mean, they have done the bare minimum, yeah, but they have to do more. Which, but I think that's the key takeaway of Forza Motorsport lah. They've done the bare minimum to catch up. Like, the game's good, but is it the best game uh in this very specific subgenre that is sim-ish racing games designed for console players and the mainstream gaming demographic? I don't think it's the best, but it's there. It is fighting. It is a good alternative to Gran Turismo. You play both platforms. But is it the best? Not necessarily. I'm not convinced. But the audio is good though. The car sounds are great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen the videos. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know if the YouTube videos does it justice, because the way I describe it is that if you listen to Gran Turismo 7 videos and audio and the car sounds, they feel like they have leveled out the audio. All the high notes and whatever can is all leveled out. Basically they have done the loudness leveling, and then so that you can listen it as a podcast.
It's a podcast.
So it doesn't have like very harsh tones suddenly and whatnot. But Forza, you're not only having that your own car sounds are raw. It is loud when it needs to be, but it also plays out with the car sounds from other cars around you, and they all have spatial audio, so you can feel that the loudness is building up to the right side or maybe to the left side of your ears, and then the sound doesn't cancel out, it just makes it more brighter, if that makes sense. So basically the sensation is overwhelming, yeah, in a good way. It's very fun to like be in the pack of 10-20 cars. You just in the middle, and then you just hear all the different growl noises, or can hear the turbo here, and then you hear the Mercedes like having that breathy air. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why a Mercedes sounds like that, but apparently that's how a Mercedes sounds. I need to check when the next time I ride on a Mercedes. Specifically the CL55, or is it a CL500? I cannot remember, but it's one of those mid 2000 sedans lah. Sounds very breathy. And I can confirm the Lexus LFA tip top.
Nice.
Confirm.
Noise.
Nice.
You can hear that Yamaha tune
V10.
harmony V10. Yep, sounds so good. Heck, even the Cadillac, because there's only the Cadillac Hypercar V series or whatever they call it, kan?
Yep.
In the pit, they do the pit stop thing because the hypercars, in particular the LMDH ones, they have they have electric power, which they usually use it for like going to the pit. So when you do a pit stop, you hear the electric whine of the drivetrain, and then halfway, vroom, the V12 kicks in,
Yeah.
and then you just like going trundling down to the exit. So yeah, it sounds good. You can even hear cars go from the pit lane. They're just coming out. You can hear it from the side when you were like doing practice laps. Just and then suddenly, yeah, the car's coming. Yeah, audio wise, good. Graphics wise, there or thereabouts.
Yeah, that was not bad.
I mean, it's not bad, but if you look at Gran Turismo 7,
Yeah.
I mean, there are parts of GT7 that's not there, but Forza Motorsport doesn't like blow it out of the water either. So that's Forza Motorsport lah, I guess. I mean, for me, it doesn't do everything that I wanted. Endurance racing is not as fun as I thought. Mostly because rain weather racing is not fun. It's not as fun as GT7. They don't do the what you say? Oh, you know how Forza Motorsport 7 used to have wet puddles and whatnot, kan?
Yeah, yeah.
To the point that cars are aquaplaning, kan? Apparently, I discovered that over time they patched that out. They patched that out so that wet weather racing is just the track feels less grippy. That's it. And that's what happens in new Forza Motorsport. The when it rains, it looks good. It looks better than GT7, but I don't care. I don't feel anything if I like most of the
I want my crash that happens because puddle.
I don't have to go offline. It's just like drive normally lah. It feels less grippy, but that's it. It doesn't feel like when in GT7 you have to very much tiptoe your way, especially when it's like full blast raining, and then you just like, okay, where's the better line? And then when the rain stops, you start to try to find a dry line or stick to the which part of it is still has some wet surfaces because you are in intermediates, and Forza doesn't have intermediate tires. You just have wet tires. So wet weather racing is not there. So that's a no from me. But if you just want to like drive some cool cars, hop in from time to time again and try out different builds and whatnot, and actually like get good, because the practice shows you, dangles you the carrot on a stick. Okay, this is where you need to be better. Okay, I know how to be better now. I know where I have pushed my limit or I have not pushed my limit. If you are like that kind of player, Forza Motorsport will be there for you lah. And online works, I guess.
Line works.
I have not much to say about the online lah because I've been playing with international people, so connection was not. I have to wait until the game goes live for real to actually see how it turns out. But yeah, Forza Motorsport, maybe not racing game of the year, but it's a good game lah. Very much good game.
Alright, so that's Forza. Ooh, interesting.
Coming in 2 days. At least from
2 days.
their recording.
Then you'll see if I'm like I'm capping or not. Find out for yourselves.
Mhm.
What's next then? We have the other
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, we can just talk about
The dystopian option.
the dystopian option.
Thankfully, it's not cars. Or maybe some people would have thought cars is the dystopia future, but whatever.
So we're talking about the latest release for CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk DLC expansion fix. They're just calling it Cyberpunk 2.0.
Mhm.
And
Which
ooh,
costed how much?
oh
did they-
oh my god, yeah, we shall slack them off and then we can talk good about them. If made I think like they have to make 228 million to fix everything.
Yeah.
So for AAA game,
Price of a AAA game
Yep.
to fix it.
To fix the
eh,
game and the whole the Fantality DLC everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
More than 100 million.
Hey, it's all worth it for that one line learned by Idris Elba.
AAA gaming, man. Sustainable or not, you decide.
All worth it for that Idris Elba line. The game is fixed. Oh my god.
You said that line.
He said that like yes.
Wait, is it
No,
in
not
the?
in game. No,
in-
not
in-
in game, sadly, but in that trailer, that one trailer that everybody else saw.
Oh, is it the what do you call it? The cinematic trailer for?
Yeah, the cinematic trailer, yeah.
The one
Yeah.
in the train.
It's not even the one in the trailer, it's the one like they did with Keanu Reeves back in
Earlier.
No. It's like in the vein of that original Cyberpunk one, the getting the the one with Keanu Reeves where he said 27 crime getting caught, etc. But this is the Phantom Liberty version with that banger line put in.
And I've heard CD Projekt Red have paid Idris Elba to rap again.
Oh yeah. I think it's one of the songs in the new radio station as well.
I've heard
Under a
three
pseudonym, yeah, under a
songs.
pseudonym as well. Yep.
At least 3 songs.
Under a pseudonym, of course, yes, because this is Cyberpunk. But I'm pretty sure that is Idris Elba.
I mean, does it top his best-selling single "Vroom" though?
Hey, speaking of that guy, a bit of attention. That song was in, I think it was in the game as well. The movie.
In a way,
So,
in the movie.
Yes. Yeah, that was one part.
Good. Pick the
10 out of 10. 10 best movie. Best racing game movie. No, best racing movie. Just because they have added that song.
Idris Elba rapped.
Oh my god.
Okay, back on the train of thought. Cyberpunk
Back to
2.0.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, back to Cyberpunk.
Sorry.
Sorry, man. That song is too addictive to not mention, even in a Forza special. How to make $100 million? Idris Elba song, easy. So the new update, update 2.0 as they call it, if you don't have the Phantom Liberty DLC or expansion, depending on how old you are, it's a good revamp. Yeah. It revamped the shooting, the stealthing, the gunplay, the driving play, without touching the story. Yeah, the story beats all are still the same. It's just they have just touched up all of the the gameplay elements that made it not bad, because I've enjoyed this game since 1.0, so it's not that bad. I think it made it much more better with this one. Like there's no more. I think like there was dulu in 1.0 there were stealth builds, like you have to do disease, but now there's no stealth let's say stealth perks per se, because everything is now baked in, so you can literally just jump on top of man to take them out
Ooh.
without having the cool plug, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, cool.
And now the viable option, if you want to be a psycho without the cyber cycles, is using knives. Like if you have the right enough perk and you have a knife angle, you can put in. I think like you can one shot an enemy, like a high level enemy, like 3 bars or whatever, using just one knife. Because throwable knives are not a thing anymore as well.
Oh, no
So-
more throwables.
Yeah, no more turtles. It's now just
I mean,
they
I
have a,
barely
like
use it
cooldown.
anyway.
Yeah, so it's now a cooldown. So like more, I guess, realistic, quote, I guess, or more anime depending on who you ask.
Less shifting through the inventory for stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
less shifting. Yeah, less need to go to the, what's it called? The crafting mechanics to craft more knives. Just now, just yeet a knife at the angle that you prefer. And oh yeah, they have FSR3 again, if I'm not mistaken. This is the one of the few games that have FSR3, because it looks very nice even on their Series S. So I'm guessing that kick in this update. Like the puddles, the reflections, all the neat stuff that FSR that people keep boasting out are there.
Mostly, I think people will see it as the I think this is the first game with DLSS 3.5,
Ah, yeah, that's also yeah, that's it.
which is
So
compatible with all NVIDIA cards, but not DLSS 3, which is only for RTX. NVIDIA, come on!
yeah, come on,
What?
that's silly. That is silly as heck.
It's so weird that I got it messed up, and then our NVIDIA contact says, there's an error in your article. An error. And then they explain to me that, oh, it's like that, huh? That's counterintuitive. Why does 3.5 works with all cards but not 3.0? Whatever
I don't know.
lah.
I'm just they like, I don't know. We're just the PR rep. And the wizards on top upstairs are making the call.
Yeah, but anyways, okay, good to know. It looks good.
Hey, oh yeah, Fatal Liberty has a new ending, and that's all I can see without spoiling.
Do you mean like, let's say we complete Phantom Liberty, we have another ending
Yes.
for the vanilla
Yeah.
game?
Yep. That's all I can see.
Nice.
But I can reveal that I am emotionally distraught the last weekend playing that while being sick. It was that good.
How many endings does Cyberpunk 2077 have?
So now it's now 5. So with this one, it's now 5. So we
Okay.
have
Yeah,
No Way
like the
Out.
A, B, C.
Yeah, A is No Way Out, the one where you just poke it gun
Got
to
to the head.
face. Yeah, I got to that. Then Nomad. Then
Where you fight through Arasaka.
fight to Arasaka. Then Johnny's ending. That's also you fight to Arasaka.
So Johnny take over you.
Yeah, Johnny take over you. That's also Arasaka. Then you and Johnny together taking over Arasaka. That's ending C.
Oh, since it's descending.
Yeah.
The green
Then the green one, yes. Then there's ending D, which is
The Phantom Liberty one.
yes, the Phantom Liberty one.
Okay, leave it at that.
Oh my god. So yeah, technically it kinda is like the City Devil DLC in a way. For better or worse. Like, oh my god, oh yeah. The 7 remaining Final Mass Effect 3 fans are now crying like, god damn. They play us like a fiddle.
You get to see all the companions hanging out.
Oh, it's even oh my god.
Okay, I struck a chord there. I don't know
Oh
if you
no.
need to explain or not. I leave it up to
Okay.
you because I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
up to this side. Okay.
Is it spoiler or no?
Yes.
You have to decide.
It's a yes. You do meet your fans again, but that's all I can reveal.
Okay, cool. Stop it there. Citadel DSC has a connection with Phantom Liberty. We end it at there. Okay, cool.
Tapi I really like Idris Elba's performance. Like this is not a cash in like a certain actress in a game about Mortal and Combat. Like this one, at least you can tell he's giving out his all heart and soul. Like that time he rejected his daughter to be his own daughter in a movie.
Does his lines go hard as his most famous line? We are canceling the apocalypse.
Uh,
Other line.
I guess the trailer did sound like that. Yeah, that trailer that we talked about in the start. Like
Okay lah, okay
the
lah.
game is fixed. It does go hard, spiritually and mentally.
I see.
Oh, the best part again, like since Idris Alba is actually he's there since the beginning of the game, man. Technically, you can meet them in one of the gigs because in one of the side gigs you can do like thievery, whatever. You go to this one specific bar where you can talk to this one specific person before you do your thievery, whatever. Technically, they updated the game, so if you play that gig again, it's now that random person is now replaced by Idris Alba, but you don't know him yet.
Ah, that's nice.
They put it as like what's it called, a bouncer, but you know it's Idris Alba. The guy, the voice and all is literally Idris Alba. But in that gig, it's just called a bouncer.
What you call it? The GTA 4 moment.
Yeah, the GTA 4 one, yeah.
But this one was not set up
No,
as
this wasn't,
intentionally, but they retro, not
retroactively
retrofit.
added.
Retroactively added. Yes.
Retroactively add like, oh yeah, this bouncer you met at one of the gigs you do in the main game is actually Mr. Solomon. But back masa tu you don't know him, you just normal bouncer man.
I love when games do those kinds of not intermingling, intersecting stories. Intersecting stories where, oh yeah, this part of the story where a certain character meets a certain character. Okay, why not we see from that other side of the story and see what they went through before this. Yeah, the GTA 4 DLCs
Getification.
are still some of the most interesting DLCs in terms of how they tell the story lah. They set it up. They wanted to go that way.
Oh yeah, like there's one side that's this one side quest I have to mention every time because it is the most funniest thing and the most ironic thing any CD Projekt Red punya quest that they have done, I think, because at the start of after the intro prologue of Phantom Liberty, you went out and you can do side content like side gigs as well before ever you meet Solomon's character. There is these two persons, yeah, a guy and a girl. They are about to plan up their biggest heist ever that can change their lives and get them out of into the big leagues.
This sounds familiar.
Yes. And for those who never played Cyberpunk, that is literally the prologue to the first to the game. On this time, as a wise old, I don't know, man or woman again, after many trials and tribulation, like you literally see that. Yeah, you literally see that, macam. And you have the chance to either let time course play out. Macam, okay, good luck in your big heist, or you can intervene. Wait, I have a contact here that can help you. So you can actually ask help from Panam, your companions, Judy and River. So all of the romanceable companions, you can actually ask them to help. Hey, I just found these guys. They might need help, and they'll help you. So you can change their fate to not have to not suffer what you have suffered, which is really cool actually. Can jaded lady V like, wait, I need to help them. They might die here.
And the cycle.
And the cycle. And the cycle. So like it's 1-to-1. Like, oh yeah, this they say in like in the most, oh yeah, sure, this is gonna change our life for the better. We're going up. No, I've seen this. Maybe like it's literally like the first quest you made after finishing the prologue to Fantasy, and it is a very cool throwback. I applaud CD Projekt for like, yeah. I think you know what to do with this one. So yeah, what else can we talk about Fantasy? I mean, if you want to play, you can join. We have no more need for gatekeeping Cyberpunk. It's fixed. Aegis Alba said so. It's now fixed.
It's fixed.
Yeah, no need to gatekeep. Come.
Yeah.
Join us. Join us in the depression. We have I want to say cookies, tapi there's no cookies in Cyberpunk anymore. I think.
We have artificially grown meat.
Oh yeah, we have good meat. Yeah, the funky pizza, the funky coffee, and the funky vending gun that only has 12 bullets. It does 0 damage.
A disposable gun.
Disposable gun. Well, it's only $100. Like oof. Yeah, Cyberpunk. Very good game. Welcome back. You can, I think, like, get it on sale. So like, because right now for $60 you can get both games, but I think if you wait for a sale like the autumn sale that's coming up, I think in 3 weeks time at start of November, that's a good time to grab Cyberpunk, both Phantom Liberty and the Cyberpunk on Steam. Get it. It is very good. If only we can retroactively rise our ratings after it's released, but nah, we don't do that.
Nah.
We don't do that, but you can always review the DLC and share your.
And then put devilish.
I mean, we can still do a write up about checking in on the base game, which is fine.
Yeah.
And we take
Got.
I mean,
options.
Yes, options. Yes, just
we can
just
do like a
ending.
mini review, as in like the changes and stuff.
Cyberpunk
Combat
2077. How many years later? 3 years later.
3 years later.
3 years later.
What
Check in.
Interesting.
I mean, the last time I did sort of something like that is for GT7 for earlier this year, and I ranted about the content of the game. So
wait, GT is 2 years today this year. Yeah.
So I did
Oh
that.
my god.
So
No wonder, like that's what I feel like. Why is it stagnating nowadays? Oh yeah, it's been 2 years since launch.
And it's not that much improved.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's there. It's getting the content, but not enough of the game changes that we
game's 2
expected.
years old now. Yeah, true.
If the game is like on a high bar and this is just like maintaining that high bar, it's fine. But people believe that, okay, the game's good, it has issues, but maybe over time it'll get better. It didn't get better. It's just like
it's 2 years now.
they're maintaining the status quo for better or worse. Like compare it to like say a Forza Horizon 5. Okay, the game's good, but they keep on adding more and more, and not just the usual more cars, but they add more content. They make the
more DLCs,
more DLC, celebrate 10
more
years,
season,
more season.
more this.
The crazy thing is the event tools, the custom event stuff.
Yeah,
they've given the community more tools to make Trackmania, and people will make Trackmania or just make proper racing games. They make proper tracks with them.
Oh yeah, they've made Trial Mountain. I remember playing that. That was actually one of the Forza, like Forza.
Developers selected the Trial Mountain tribute track to be played. Yes, and they for sure those events will get even more love after this with all the tools they've given. But yeah, that's the thing. I think we can check back on old games and see after especially games that seem to have a troubled launch or maybe had a troubled launch, and then check back if things improve.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's
Yeah.
Sky.
No Man's Sky.
I think No Man's Sky deserve a second
Yeah,
review.
that's a top spot.
And it would be also interesting to see the other way around, games that have
Fallen to the wayside. They took drugs. And they fell off.
I mean, saying two is too obvious lah. That's too much. Actually, I should have figured out something else for this example. But anyways, yeah. Phantom Liberty, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
Good.
Good. Very good. Get it.
On a scale of 10.
In a scale of 10, so far I give it 9.5 because 0.5 because they've ruined my heart again once again. This time, positively they've ruined my heart again.
Look, it's your score.
It's my score.
And if it's a review of Game Matters, you put it there. We have to stand by it. So I'm not gonna argue. You make the call. I'm just gonna approve it. That's how we roll. Oh yeah, and with that, we gonna go to the. There's no news.
There's
no
news.
No news to discuss.
It's so depressing, and there is no news now.
However, after the end of this, if you stick around, there's still gonna be more content, but it's spoiler content, spoiler talk. Stick around after the end, and you'll hear our thoughts on the stuff about Starfield.
Yes,
the spoilery stuff about Starfield. But with that, let's wrap up the show, I guess. With here.
Yep.
Thumbnail. No.
Car.
Idris Elba in a car.
Oh, it's not in the car. Yeah, no, it's just that picture from it's just the picture from Vroom. That's it. No need to edit it at all. Just that picture of him in a Ford Mustang. Yes.
Oh, the Ford Mustang, and I'm just gonna put the level up thing from Forza.
Yeah.
Good segment. Man, if I was very good at Photoshop, I should just put a layout of a karaoke where Idris Elba is doing his bars. So that's why you see the rating there, 10 out of 10. Good segment.
Good segment.
It makes more sense that way because you got into the rhythm. I don't know if I can pull it off, but let's say that was the intention. If it comes out, it comes out lah. In a way, vroom.
Yes.
Vroom. Social links.
Alright, I'll go first. This has been Daniel. You can follow me at X at FL4KY. I have a few coming up on the website, but so far it is the review for the Crew Motorfest, which I really love, and review of a small PC called the Geekcom Mini Air 11, sorry. Pretty good. It's now literally stuck to my second monitor, for better or worse. It's my playlist thingy. And that's about it. Okay, Anan?
Yeah, you can also X me.
X me, yeah.
Drop near DR4EPN1R. DR4EPN1R. Meck.
And I have been Amirul Mekronos Ashraf MECKRONOS. Why did I have a brain fart there? Find me on twitter.com, which still redirects to that one website, whatever they call it now. Find my review of Forza Motorsport 2023 on the website. And I believe, hold on, what other thing that I have worked on? Okay, cannot remember, but I believe that if you check in 2 weeks from now, not 2 weeks. Wait, I should have checked the calendar. How many weeks? No, literally.
3 weeks?
No. Yeah, just 1 week. 8 days specifically. 8 days from now, you can find a review that you should know what it is. I can't tell you, but I just want to let you figure it out. It's
Yes.
very obvious. It's that one game. Everybody's gonna play that game. And yeah, I should not say more than that. There you go. That's the log, the Gamer Matters podcast. And
See me in my Maserati. Maybe a black Mustang.
the spoilers for Starfield, this is the place to go. If if you don't want to listen to the spoiler of Starfield, you can now stop the play. The stop button's there.
Now,
It's
yes.
fine. It's fine. We move to the next episode. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to listen to this. But if you are interested in the weird things that happen in Starfield, Bethesda's big game of this year, strap in, buckle up. I think we're gonna spoil it all.
Yes. I don't want to use the cyberpunk term of battle buckle up because that sounds weird. Oh my god. Very cool, Takemura. Very cool. Oh boy. So where do we begin? Okay. All right. I think the better answer is where have you gotten? Where have you been? Where have you gotten in Starfield? Because I've seen things you won't believe.
I guess for me, I should be at the end. I should have seen the next thing, but I haven't. But I kind of like know what to expect, and I probably know more than I should by now.
All right. Okay.
So
cool.
gameplay wise, I'm not there yet. I haven't crossed the line yet, but I know what's on the other side.
All right. So you know about the NASA then?
Yes,
The NAS. Oh my god.
I have visited Earth.
I really like the one thing that I like about the thing and is that because you see the NASA logo literally when you first boot up the game out, like NASA images by NASA copyrighted 2020 like 2022. So it's quite recent essentially, like that's actually a recent NASA punya tu. What are they doing? And then we see, okay, we're going there.
Somehow they whip NASA into this fictional world. I mean, it's not fictional world, alternative universe.
Alternate universe.
Which
I
means
think, yeah, that's
more
right.
real than you think. It is more real than you think. This is an alternate timeline.
Yeah, it's not the time anymore. It's like it's an alternate universe, which we will get to. Don't worry. That keep that term in your minds. Alternate universe.
Yeah.
Because this one, because I think in the lore of the game, they have another 50 years. Especially when they discovered the graph drives, it's another 50 years before Earth goes kaput. Which by the time at the game starting point, Earth has gone kaput. No oxygen, just gravity and sand. So many sand.
A lot of sulfur.
All sulfur.
The whole bit about Earth being like that is also a trip. Because the big twist revealed tu kan. How about we go back to the emotional part of the story?
Oh my god. Okay, so who is your companion? When I reviewed the game, which I give a 10 out of 10, I had Sam Cole.
And have you reached that part?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Nah, it's
no.
okay. Just spoil. I don't care.
Okay.
You're in for the ride then. Okay.
Yeah.
For me,
Come on.
okay, because I know I have read up on how it works, and so now that I'm looking at what happened, Oh, I know who the two that would have bitten the bullet. For me, it was either Sam or Andrea. And Sam bit the bullet.
Yes.
Because I no, because I was down there. I went down to the lodge. And then when they say,
Yes.
oh, simultaneous attack kan.
Mm.
Okay, so
Someone has to die.
so when they say
Essentially.
someone, I wanted to go back to the eye. I wanted to go back to the eye, but Sarah said, no, you should stay here. Wait, what? I should stay here? And then before I knew it, I have to defend here, and then Sam left for dead. And
Okay,
he left dead, and now I am devastated because his daughter is totally not cool with that. She hates me. That
Okay,
was
continue on.
painful.
Yeah, that I like when I first get a fuck, like damn, like there's no way like they give you all the stuff. You like if you give like Sam like I know a better space word, yeah, you get it back. Macam, oh shit, he really is like dead out of this playthrough. Macam, oh, macam, fuck.
all the items are like in
Return.
the chest. You can grab his shirt if you want, or his cowboy hat. But yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
For
That's it.
real.
Out of the story, macam,
And
I am
everybody
like,
they were all processing that, and the fact that we even have a ceremony. Not a ceremony. That's not the word. We have a wake.
yeah, awake.
That's the word. You know, to pay respects, and man, that was so dour. Everybody was just gloom, and the fact that if Sam is dead, his wife and his dad also appears.
Whoops! Like,
The
oops.
event. Oh my god, I felt more guilt than who's that lady over there? Oh, she's the one who's been talking about all this while.
That's
Oh
why,
god.
like, oh no, it's the lady that's abandoned him all this time. She's here. Oh fuck.
And the fact that you can talk to her, and then she will discuss about, okay, so who takes protection of Korra now. She wants to bring her home, so now you can have a discussion about that. Should she stick around with the Constellation crew, or that there was a interesting conversation. And the fact that everybody can go to the podium kan, at the front kan, and speak to
Yeah.
the interesting ways to pay tribute to Sam. At least for me lah, they you know, the fun thing about Mateo and Walter being very antagonistic between each other. Now we know why. Okay, I see. They are basically on the other sides of the spectrum religious wise. No wonder. That explains it all. Oh, have you go to the did you talk to the picture?
Yeah, I did. That is the worst way. They have face cowboy against transference.
Terrible. No, it is hurtful because you know you can basically like confess that you messed up, or you feel like you will be paying revenge to whoever that killed him.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
do that, all that, and then the final day you can say goodbye or just say see you later, space cowboy.
Like, god damn.
Space
Oh my god.
See you, cat.
See
That's
you
why.
later.
That's why.
Cowboy.
They
They don't-
use the line. They say, have you seen the line? Ya Allah, that time I was emotionally wrecked, but also laughing at the time.
That's why. Like, do you know where for my review, do you know where I put my 10 out of 10? At that point, at literally that point, this game is 10 out of 10. I don't care anymore. This game has done it. Todd Howard has charmed me.
They know. Look, the thing that you have to know when you play Starfield kan, in terms of the writing team read up or watch or consume all that sci-fi material, all the sci-fi media that they know, and they pay homage to them in some weird odd way, some way or other. I didn't know Bethesda was that cultured to put Space Cowboy there, but god damn it, it works. The fact that we've been calling Sam cool space cowboy because of all the reveals kan. They're just like, oh my god damn it. They play to the crowd.
No, they expected the crowd. They expected the crowd when they saw that IT like. Oh my god.
Now I wonder. I haven't seen the other people's deaths.
Alright.
What they
Okay.
put.
Oh, so should I go spoiler that? Okay. The one that one is actually who is your favorite companion?
Oh yeah.
That is their midpoint. That is their death. So, I had Andrea. She died at that point. You got Sarah. My favorite one, Sarah. Like Sarah's one, like the worst. Like literally, when you lose her again, because her quest line is quite interesting to say the least. But like, so essentially, the one, the heist that you did before the death flag, the anime death flag, kan, it's actually it's actually the game telling you, oh yeah, this is your least played companion. So for me, it's usually Barrett, sadly.
That's the part where I have to tag along with Sarah.
Yeah. So essentially, you didn't have what? You didn't go with Sarah enough times.
Yep.
Or that's the least played companion. So for me, it's Barrett. Oh yeah, Sarah has to help with this one. So yeah, you're going with Barrett to steal Vladimir's punya friends to tinggi kan.
Oh, so you didn't have the conversations with Barrett about the things he's been investigating.
No, I did. I played more Andrea than Barrett actually.
So yeah,
that's
why she's the least she's the least one in your because
twice in a row.
So that what like for me it was I listened to Sam like talking about his is it ex-wife or wife or whatever his relationship kan.
Ex-wife, yeah.
So many times he confided with me, and then Andrea has been like sticking around like figuring out like what the heck are you doing climbing the corporate ladder and stuff like that what he did kan. So she's been Sarah was not really because after the tutorial I really left her alone, and then the last time I checked in on her and she's been berating me about my time as a corporate ladder climber. She called me out big time, so I have to like apologize. I'm sorry Sarah, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the effects of mind control. I'm sorry. And she hits me after that. Look, I made my decision. Like Andrea was just like she questions me, but she
weird, but okay. Go on, climb up that corporate ladder, whatever.
Will change, but she definitely like
weird.
Really like touch me on everything. Why do you do this? Why? But doesn't it like this? Oh, okay. Fine. I just want an explanation.
Just one explanation. Alright, fine. Whatever. Climb the corporal ladder. I don't care.
So because of that, Sarah was like stuck with me for so long, and now she's my ally. She's the first ranking in the companions now. Post Sam Cool's death. Because I cannot just leave her alone. I think I've triggered her companion questline, whatever.
Yeah.
So she's just stuck there all along for the ride. So that's an interesting way. You know that when you are at the lodge, you can pick going to the eye or you stick around at the lodge. And that also affects the death of the companion.
Yes. I'm still experimenting because I'm on. Because can we talk about the end game?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah,
we'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah, because we have to talk about the Starborns. The two shenanigan boys. By the looks of it, like coming again. What are you doing with this shit? Get out of here! They'll attack you once, and then we warn you. They attack twice, and then at the death flag, the death companion flag, and like we warn you. Told you so. All right, we have to attack you now.
Oops. But from what I understand, if you go up into the eye, you can save the character that will have got the death flag at the cost of the second character down below.
Okay, so all right, so that means example. So let's say Sarah, and then. Oh, that means Sam dies either way because my second playthrough is Sarah. So Sam dies either way in the second run. Damn. Whoops. Sorry, Sam. You didn't ask for it, but you die. Die anyway.
Okay, now we reveal the Starborn thing, kan?
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting. The way they reveal that. The fact that I didn't know that Toimo has a bigger role in the story when I talk about him. Cheaper Aquilus.
So that.
He actually explains you about the religious journey and you follow the
Mm-mm.
line, do the weird wild goose chase of going planet to planet to planet to planet. And then it was revealed the Starborn is actually people who have
Done the journey. Yeah, that's done the journey.
They have done it. They have crossed the line. They have done the duty.
They've done the 1,000 steps.
They have done
Oh.
duty, unity, destiny. No, they are not Bionicles, but they have
No, they're not very.
unity. But they are from a different universe. But they are the
Yes.
people that you may have recognized. In
Mm-mm.
fact, one of them is
Your
the
companion.
character that died. Yeah.
Yes.
The companion that died.
So yeah, that one. Yeah, my first playthrough was Cyberpunk, like get shocked on. Then the second playthrough, I did the thingy, the thing that you said. So the second best companion died. So Barrett died in my second one, and then like, oh shit, Barrett's here now.
That means that now I know why they have only 4 main companions, because that part of the story, 4 voice actors have to do the same lines. Kan? Because they
Yes, they have to do the same line.
but by 4 different people.
Yes, they have like, so for all of 4 of the romanceable companions can die and can be reborn as a Starborn. So essentially, well, congrats, I have back. You are here. Okay, let's go. Let us explore.
And they made it clear that this is not the same person, but it's just from another universe, which is like, another universe.
Like, it was interesting. Like, it's a way, it's a way to explain New Game Plus. Like, oh yeah, this is another universe.
Yeah,
You start to see, yeah.
that's the cherry on top. The ending of Starfield is you begin the new game plus. The ending of the game is that you begin the new game. So when does the game end?
Never.
Until you stop playing the game, because you can play the game forever and ever.
Yeah.
When Todd Howard said that they designed the game to be played for long periods, yeah.
5 years, yeah, for like at least 5 years they get there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was amazing around.
So they built in New Game Plus as a story point, which is like, okay, that's a big dream move there. Congratulations, and a round of applause to the design and writing team for figuring this out. That's actually brilliant. And the fact that when you start the game again, you can be, you now have the knowledge. You literally know, as a player and as a character, you have gone this shit before.
Like
Kan?
like the example would be the Aquila punya robbery. The Aquila, because in the first playthrough you see, oh no, you with Sam, like, oh no, there's a robbery at Aquila. Like, you need to solve this. Depends on how you solve it. You want to solve it like guns blazing, or silver tongue, it can just stealth talk. Oh yeah, you have to just surrender. But in New Game Plus, you can just technically you don't want, in New Game Plus, my favorite one is that one. So technically you can just go up to that, like, you didn't want the men to rob them, can just let them go. We won't charge you, and they will let it go. Like, they will say, well, like, yeah, actually you're right, I don't want to kidnap them, actually this is just for a ploy, and then they'll let him go so easily. Like, essentially it's a skip button.
Itulah, again, they also built in a skip button, which is saying, yeah, I know how it plays out. Can I skip this encounter? We have a law appropriate non-immersion breaking reason to have that. Yes, we can.
You don't want to arrest them. Like, oh.
Okay, some other wilder things when you start a new playthrough that I know is that there are different alternate universes kan.
Yes.
So
Yes, that is true.
it's not just okay you playing the same game again. They are like something that has changed. That will affect you in some way.
Yes. What's your favorite Mac? I have my favorite.
I've known that one of them is basically the constellation are all dead or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Andrea goes evil one. Yeah, that's a good one. That that's
That's
I haven't.
wild.
Yeah, that is
The
why
fact
like
that
immediately.
yeah.
Oh shit, Andrea is bad. Okay, like one of your companions have just turned like. Ooh. But my favorite, I think, is the one where you meet yourself.
Oh,
And
how did they
like
do
not
it?
like that's actually like one of the best parts of Starfield design. Kind like yeah, you can get at one of the universes, can you can get a companion yourself. Like there's dialogue, like
How did the dialogue?
okay,
You
dia
just
macam
give a
like
voice line?
yeah, just like a voice line, like
Huh.
my favorite. This is what like this is one of my favorite lines. Like they will talk about like you can ask yourself, can yeah me what it's been a while since I've come since I've done universe house life, and they will tell you like oh yeah mom and dad are fine actually. So if you had the parent, if you let's say you don't have the parent trait, kan, technically you can still meet your parent, yeah, quote unquote meet lah. Like they will talk about their parents, which is exactly the same way as the parent trait. Macam, oh,
Fascinating.
and like there's also like there's a reason why they were in macam they were in that mind. Like oh yeah, I was jumping from jobs, and then I took a job at this at that company, and then like that's exactly the intro of the game. But he or she are fully voiced by the voice actor that voice you. That if you play the game, you won't hear them until the end.
Oh yeah. You do have like grunts can.
Mm.
Now I remember stuff. Okay. You.
Tapi they also like me like let's say if you're doing like the jumps kan, and then like you fall break your leg kan, they will complain like me stop trying to kill myself. This is just the funniest thing.
Oh man, that really is a trip. Yeah. And also I've heard there is an option where you can just buy the artifacts.
Yeah, like there's I think one of the timelines here trying fuck it, buy it.
Rather than
Tapi
going through a wild goose chase. Yeah, no, I have all the artifacts. You want to buy it? Lump sum?
yeah. Because in one of the timelines, as you're just searching, usually suddenly there is another stopwatch who comes in. Hey, I'm actually done with my quest and I don't want to go through it. Do you want to buy it all? Because at that point you probably have a lot of money. Yeah, because sometimes you do get the stupid money can, but you already have like the better powers and all, so you don't need the stupid money. You can just oh yeah sure thanks for helping me. I'll buy it all.
And then go through it again and see what weird things happen.
Oh, there's one that my friend got, tapi I want it so bad. It's the one which it actually plays through my playthrough of Starfield very well. It's the one where you can actually make Korra as an older Ko, but she is vengeful because you didn't save her father. Which is like, how? Huh?
Oh, she went to the Unity.
She
She's a
went to her
stubborn.
own. She's a stubborn, and she's there to kill you. Juga. Like she just met dia baru jumpa Sarah, and then she's like so you're here as well, and I think they'll start a combat encounter. I think like ooh that's interesting. So many layers, this game has like
Yeah, the fact that they written it in. Oh yeah, now that
yeah.
we've talked about the alternate universe, okay, now let's talk about Earth. You know the wildest thing about Earth? How we got the graph drive thing? Because a Starborn. A Starborn basically come
Gave
in.
it to him, yeah.
Here, this is the technology. Go and use
Go
it.
nuts. Yeah, go nuts.
Why? Because you get to see this and this and this. Everybody in the stars. Humanity lives on. Oh, okay. And the fact that the scientist gives out like weird equations that people
Doesn't make
do not
sense.
know doesn't make sense. But he
It
just says,
works.
"Trust me."
Trust me,
Like,
it just works. Trust me, bro. It just works.
You came out from Mars and you find something. Just trust me, it will work. And then
It works. At what cost? That's like at what cost?
and the cost is like, we lost Earth. Earth's dead, but most of humanity got out of it. Most, I think, at least a billion died,
Yes,
which is a
like,
lot, you know.
which is a
But,
lot. That's like
We-
1/7. Yeah, that's actually 1/7 of the population died
like
for it.
how the grav drive caused the humanity's downfall.
Okay, grav drive, the way it works, yeah, it sometimes pulls the gravity and something, but it also causes the Earth magnetic polar to shift. And then
yes.
it's something called the sputtering, in which the atmosphere of Earth dissipates into space because of that, because of the
Oh.
shifting of the magnetic polars, because of the
Okay.
drive doing things. The way it works, the drive basically it pulls you into the other parts of the world or something like that. It's a pull, gravity pull or something. So that makes it wonky, and Earth's dead after that. So when you look back at the humanity in the what was it, 23 something, yeah, 22 something.
22 or 23, 27, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
whatever century that was in, kan? And then you look, okay, what culture survived? Okay, French here, Irish here, Indian here, Japanese here. Okay, which country didn't make out? Oh no, all the Malaysians part of the 1 billion that didn't make out.
Oops. Oh well. We dead.
We should have gotten the space agency, but oh well. Didn't get the ticket. That's also like that's the implication that Earth's dead, and the fact that it's also just another cycle. So who's actually invented that thing? We don't know. It's just another cycle of alternative universes all colliding.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh man, the mind bend is just like, it's fascinating. You do not know still how it works. Oh, basically this thing justifies the MacGuffins. Grav drive has been quite a MacGuffin, and because
Yeah.
it's magic science. It works.
Oh yeah.
How does it work? Because
Yes.
the magical
Oh,
being
yeah.
basically come in and give it.
The MacGuffin trope that just works.
It just works.
And the fact that we also become the MacGuffin later, and we can instill those things to another universe, and that spun out into another universe. They explored the theory of alternative universes in a fascinating way. It makes you think. It makes you ponder, which is what should good sci-fi should do, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way, like the sci-fi makes you think. That's why people like Bray London. Oh yeah.
I mean, Rick and Morty sort of explored that thing with the multiverse. Not sort of, they explored.
They explore. It's
They
one
rip the
season.
whole edges.
Yeah, that's literally one whole season of multiverse punya multiverse punya questioning. Just fair.
But the fact that for Starfield, the alternative universe is the goal. To go another universe, to go another universe, to go
Another universe.
The fact that
the game literally begs you to replay. Please play again.
it is designed to be so.
It's designed to be so.
It's an Ouroboros by design.
Yeah, it was by design essentially.
And even the whole plot of Earth is probably something that happened before.
Somebody so, like the Starborn
keeps on happening.
That's why Mukin, like, he is like probably the guy. This is the first Starborn that gave the scientist, the NASA scientist, that probably like it took him probably a million times to finally get. Okay, we finally got a one person that understands it.
No, I think it's literally himself as a Starborn. I believe that was
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
that was
yeah,
the
yeah.
case.
Probably himself. Yeah, it is himself as a stuff like
So
here myself. Here you go, the coordinates.
so we never know actually how
Oh
the
yeah, betul ya.
technology works, which is also god damn it, they got away from not explaining the MacGuffin. God damn it.
It came to me in a dream myself. I just gave me some quotes.
I like that the fact that they can explore this weird sci-fi thing despite the whole game was presented to be hard sci-fi, presented with facts and logic. And then you go this side.
And then they no the best part like they like I think like some reviewers can like I think was it the Washington Post George Park said like, oh yeah, this is exactly like the Automata, and everybody was like, nah, it's NDE. It's NDE. NDE Automata is where they ever I think 9S or A2 noticed that this is just happening every time
It's
because
an
that is the
endless
law.
loop.
It's
We
the
keep
endless
on
loop.
playing and playing.
That
You
was
know,
NDE if I'm not mistaken. It's like it's really good.
without saying too much, because I don't think we gone on record on explaining this. And this is like Armored Core 6.
Yes, it is.
Your Game Plus has got more content and more explanation to the story, and more story to discover. But Armored Core 6 is a bit more vague lah, because of I think it's there because of gameplay reasons rather than for lore reasons. Because Starfield has a good lore reason to be there, and it happens to work for gameplay to make you play forever. No wonder you see like okay, like for if you play Armored Core 6, you probably start at New Game Plus Plus, as in do a third playthrough.
The third ending kan, yeah, the full end, the quote unquote people say full ending, whatever.
Starfield players are playing New Game Plus 10.
Yeah, at least 10 because so far there's I think like people have counted only 20 so far. They've found 20 variation at 1 month. This game is now a month old at this point, but people already finding 20 because that's one where besides the one that we explained. So the core, the core, the older core coming in to kill you. But Andrea being evil because and there's one which I haven't found it out. It's the one where everybody is now a houseplant.
What the hell?
You see a Sarah Morgan houseplant, and then like there's a note attached, and it's essentially the words that she said at the beginning of the game. Oh, so you which is hilarious. Oh my god.
At least it keeps it weird lah. Okay. Again, more reasons to keep playing Starfield and do the
It's
main
more
quest
reason.
again and again and again and again. Which is weird to say because you know Bethesda games usually most people I won't say most people, but this is how I play Bethesda games. Main story up to a point and then stop playing the main story and just do side quests and whatever I want. What main story? I forgot. What do I need to be a Dragonborn? Okay, I just need to unlock the shards and I'm good. Whatever you need to go to what? What's the next thing after going away from not River Run? I even forgot the first town name.
So River Run, you have to go to Greybeards meet but the Dragon Keepers, and then
Okay, go up there in the mountain and then stop there. Okay, do whatever lah. I got everything I need to just play Skyrim the way I want. That's how I play Bethesda game. Even Fallout 4, Fallout 3 also. I didn't even finish all those main quests. Probably because I didn't care. But Starfield gives me a reason to care. And probably more people are like wanting to finish the story because the story is actually interesting this time.
But the best part kan, like if you're tired again of the grind, kind of looking at all of the endings, there is the third option. Like you don't have to follow the two Starbonds choices, and then just the cycle of violence must end. You can just destroy both of them, and then destroy. I think you can, quote unquote,
Stop the cycle.
stop the cycle. Yes.
The Ouroboros has been slain.
Exactly. So you have to kill both Starbonds, to make sure never happens again lah. Which is a good way like to say like, okay, if you're done with this this save kan, kill it lah. It's fine.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Good on them, like good on them to think of that contingency shit. So macam, if you're tired, you can just end it all, break the cycle of violence, and then make a new save. And then make a new save if you're boring.
It's one of the most fascinating twists for a game in recent memory for me lah. The fact that okay, what's on the other side that we've been exploring and trying to figure it out is to start the journey again. New game plus unlocked. Man, and the fact that we've been going on almost 50 minutes, 45 minutes at least on Starfield story means that we're gonna hear more about Starfield later this year. Definitely in the best story.
Best story, best game as well. Like, oh my god, they earned it this time. They earned it. Like, this is 25 years ago. Like they're working on this since 97. So that was Daggerfall or Arena. I don't remember.
Arena is even earlier. I think even Daggerfall is earlier.
So I think Daggerfall, yeah. So because they've been working on the side with this besides Oblivion and Skyrim, and then them buying out the Fall IP as well. So this has been cooking. This hard sci-fi took time, and it's definitely.
How many years of that thought Howard thinking that I can make a good way to put new game plus in there. Ha ha ha. I mean, not necessarily thought Howard lah, probably other teams in Bethesda, but still the mental image of thought Howard like thinking who's laughing now when he thought about new game plus, yeah, the whole bit interesting.
It's like what I think like the writing for a new game plus was on the wall when the people were pre-ordering the game then. Like usually, if I'm not mistaken, Fallout 4 this like what? There's no expansion pass. I remember there's no expansion pass when they start open pre-orders. Like, oh, interesting. I mean, if it's a circle of a story, yeah, you don't need an expansion pass. You can just make your own.
Okay lah, Starfield is more interesting than it should have been. I mean, I have complaints about the gameplay and whatnot, kan, because you know, a Bethesda game is a Bethesda game.
Yeah, it's the junk food.
For better or worse, that's why I describe it as a fun slop.
No, it's the junk food. It's the McD cheeseburger essentially.
Yeah, the game's not fun.
Yeah.
know, but I keep playing it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I think at least for this one, for Starfield, the story has substance and it's something that we have spent quite a long time talking about, which already explains how
good it is.
Yeah, it's when a story is worth discussing post experiencing it. I think that's a good reason to say the story is good. So I'm looking forward to hear more people experiencing the Unity, which is weird to say because you know I've seen the Unity being exposed during people are talking about the other Unity in a bad way. So oh my god, should I go through the Unity? Should I've gone through the Epic instead? No, the Epic is even worse. But anyways, yeah, I think that should wrap up our spoiler talk for Starfield.
Yes.
Thank you for joining the ride. I hope it was an enlightening one. So if you haven't, you should have gone through the Unity when you hear this. But if you haven't, and now that you know we have buried all, why not take the step into the unknown once more, into the Starfield? Is that how they say it?
Yeah, into the Starfield. Yes. I mean, it's also like it's literally free if you have Game Pass. Game Pass, you just need to cheat. Game Pass, 100 of your gigs of memory storage, and that's it.
Yeah, 140 gigs is big, but you know, just rush through the story one time and see. It's at least thought provoking. Not provoking thought, Howard, but thought.
Provoking? Not provoking.
Me and my short tongue. At least I'm self aware about that. But yeah, that Starfield. And yeah, you can go now. You can go now. We've stopped recording. We're gonna stop recording here.